Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sunshine Sessions, conversation with Central Florida community leaders. And today, I've got Tim Sanders with Credit Repair of Florida, and he is the owner-operator of Credit Repair of Florida. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Good to be here.
So Tim, let's start at the very beginning. Tell us a little bit about you and how you got into credit repair.
Sure. Okay. Well, I started out about 8 years ago. I had some traumatic things happen to me on a personal financial standpoint, and sort of had to dig my way out of a really rough financial situation, and had some real estate things that kind of went awry, and ended up with a bankruptcy on credit report.
Wow.
Foreclosure. So obviously my credit was traumatically impacted and hurt, and it was very difficult for a long stretch for me to get finances and the things that I needed to move forward from a financial standpoint. But I was able to do that, fortunately, by the grace of God, and a lot of the help and the education that I took upon myself to learn about what we really don't know about the credit system.
And there's a lot.
Right? There's a lot of mystery when it comes to
yes,
that. And
there
so, however, the information is out there. So I did a lot of research. Obviously, when it comes to credit, it's not, you can't get a degree in it.
Right.
They don't really teach it in school.
No, they don't.
So you really have to. So I really had to do my own research, and as I was able to discover a lot of the things that are involved and really repair my credit, then I started helping out some family and friends, and then I felt like I can help a lot more people. And I thought, well, maybe I can start a business in this and help more people. So I started building my business infrastructure. And then one day I decided, I put an ad into one of the local coupons at a convenience store.
Right.
And I said, if I can get one client, I can get a million of them. And a couple of weeks, the phone rang, and it's been 3,000 clients later that I've
wow, the
Credit
rest
Repair
is
for.
history.
Absolutely.
Wow. So you started with yourself.
I did.
Learning for yourself.
Absolutely.
So you didn't go to a credit professional.
No, I did not.
You were your first client.
I was my first client, right? I was the first client.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
How rigorous was that? How long would you say it took you to get to a place where you were?
Well, yeah,
good?
It took me a lot longer than it would take now. That's for sure. But it was probably over a 3-year span that I was able to clean up my credit and get all of the derogatory and negative things and get in a position to where I can start getting approved for financing and things like that.
And so tell us about your services.
So Credit Repair of Florida, we're a local company, and obviously, and what we do, we help individuals with challenged credit overcome those credit challenges, and reach their financial goals, whether it be obviously getting approved for homes, getting financing for automobiles, helping small business owners to obtain financing to expand their businesses. So we do that, and we do that by educating and empowering our clients on the credit system, how things work, and to leverage the laws and the regulations and your consumer rights, right? To be able to empower them, to put them on a more level playing field with the credit bureaus, and to use that to really get the things taken off their credit report. But it's not just about getting stuff off of the credit report.
Right.
There's also other things that can be done to enhance your credit profile, which in turns will start building up your credit score exponentially. So that's what we do, and we do it quite well. I do have a team that a couple of credit professionals that work with me as well.
How big is your team?
So I've got my office manager, I have a letter processor, so it's about 5 of us all together. So and we work diligently every day, helping our clients reach their goals. Yeah.
Awesome. Who would you say is your ideal client?
My ideal client, well, I guess organically, most of my clients are individuals who are trying to purchase homes.
Okay.
Typically first-time home buyers, someone that may have been, denied credit approval recently because of their credit challenges. If I have to give a demographic standpoint, between the ages of 25 to maybe 65.
Okay.
And so, of course, certain type of income, some gainful employed, of course, and having the disposable income to afford my services, right? Because if someone's struggling financially, it's in survival mode, then there's not a lot of disposable income for other things. We understand that.
Right.
But for those who have the ability to make that investment, and what it really is an investment.
It is. It sure is.
And those are the folks that we've been able to really have a lot of success with.
And folks that are invested in making improvements, right? Because you mentioned earlier that you come from a very educational point of view where you're educating and leveraging, right?
Absolutely.
So you want to come alongside them, right, and help them to improve their credit score.
Definitely.
Okay, very good. So tell us a little bit about maybe any expansions that you have. What does the future hold for Credit Repair of Florida?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked that, because recently I've gotten certified as a certified credit counselor, and also a certified financial wellness coach. So
Wow.
so my vision at this point is really to be able to offer my services for free. So I would like to be able to, help individuals maybe, apply for grants and things like that, to really partner with a lot of the financial institutions to be able to go out and do workshops and even do my services for free. So coming soon. Free credit repair service.
That's amazing, and that leads into the next question that I had for you, which is what impact is Credit Repair Florida having in the Longwood community?
Well, so we've been in business for 8 years, and we've been able to help over 3,000 people improve their credit. All right. There's countless numbers of folks that we've been able to help them turn around and get approved, purchase their homes.
Okay.
So we have made a pretty good impact that I'm very proud of. We have a really good track record, right? We've got over 140 5-star Google reviews.
Wow.
So the clients that we work with, really have supported us, and we have a 4.8 Google, rating in Google. So, fortunately, we've been able to deliver on what it is that we promised, to do. We've been able to remove over 20,000 derogatory items off of our clients' credit report.
That's a whole lot.
Right? Totaling in excess of $15 million of debt, credit debt, that we've been able to get deleted from our clients' credit report. Right?
That's a big number.
Absolutely. Vanished, never to be seen again. Yeah. Right? Exactly. Yeah. So we've been able to do that. We've been able to save people a lot of money, because that's stuff that either has to be paid back, or would stay on the credit report for 7 years.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than that, depending on how it's being reported. You know what I mean? So we're really proud of our track record and the impact that we've been able to do, and of course we want to even take that at another level as we continue to grow.
As you should be. And this next question, can you please tell our viewers how important it is to have a good credit score?
Wow. So there's a lot of things that depend on your credit score, right?
Such as?
Financing, for one thing, right? So if you want to get any type of financing, credit cards, homes, automobiles, of course, it all starts with your credit score.
That's right.
Right? If you want to go in business, if you want to have any type of, to be able to leverage and get, loans and lines of credit and things like that.
Right.
It's going to depend on your credit score. But it goes beyond that. If you want to rent an apartment, they're going to look at your credit score. If you are in the military, certain professions in the military require a government clearance. That starts with your credit score, right?
Wow.
You have to have a certain credit score in order to do that. Utilities, cell phones,
Insurance,
right?
Right.
You name it. I mean, it's either if you either could stand a chance of being denied, or you're going to pay exorbitant amounts of what do they call them, deposits and things like that in order to be able to get approved or even to have that type of stuff. So, but I think the most important thing, and I always tell people that the reason that you really want to make sure that you stay on top of your credit is because you never know when that once in a lifetime opportunity is going to present itself, especially if you're in business and you're an entrepreneur. And you don't want your credit to be the reason why you're not able to take advantage of said opportunity and create.
That's a great point.
Right? And create a legacy.
That's right.
For yourself and your
build
family.
wealth.
And build wealth.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's so important. And I think that a lot of times we don't realize how important it is to have a good credit score. So thank you for sharing that. So we talked about expansion, we talked about what you do, we talked about your ideal client. Now tell us what you're doing when you're not repairing somebody's credit.
Oh,
what are you doing in the community? What are you doing out there?
I'm a big work-life balance advocate, right? And probably one of my biggest passions is fishing.
Okay.
So I love to fish, and it doesn't matter, freshwater, saltwater, deep sea fishing, inshore. So that's my way of really, sort of like decompressing. Right. And just kind of like getting my mind off things and just kind of pursuing my passion. That's what I like to do. I also do, I do a lot of educational stuff in the community. I do workshops. From time to time I have workshops. I partner with a lot of home buying professionals, and I'll do first-time home buying, sessions where I teach credit and improving your credit and things like that.
Great. You have any events coming up that you could share with our viewers?
I actually do. I will be doing and I haven't scheduled a date yet, but it'll be coming soon.
Stay tuned.
Coming soon, yeah. So I will be doing, and I'll share it with you once I schedule it, but I'll be doing a virtual online, credit improvement workshop.
Wow.
And I'll be talking about a lot of the different, sort of like, and that's one of the things I try to make sure I'm staying on top of all of the new information that comes out. Yeah, that comes out in regards to credit. So there's some things about, in regards to student loans. Right. And there's some things in regards to medical debt, medical collections that are kind of fresh coming down the pipes. So I want to make sure that I share that with the community and everybody kind of, is aware of those things out there that can impact your credit scores.
Well, good. Stay tuned because is that going to be open to the public?
It will be open to the public.
Okay, virtual and it'll be free?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, moving right into the next one, do you have, if someone calls you and says, hey, I found you on Park Bench, do you have any specials that you're offering them?
Yes, I am offering a special for Park Bench. I am going to, anyone communicating to us through Park Bench, I will be giving away a free credit report audit to which I will, myself or my team will go through their credit report, do a forensic audit of their credit report, item by item, letting them know what's impacting their credit, giving recommendations on things that they can do to improve their credit, and helping them understand how to interpret a credit report.
Wow.
Right, so we'll be doing that. That is a $199 value. Typically we get, $199 for that. But anyone reaching out through.
Free to you, Park Bench.
It is free 99.
Free 99. It sounds pretty intense too.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
So tell our viewers how they can find you, Tim.
Well, they can find me on creditrepairoflorida.com. Okay. That'll take them to my website, or they can reach out to me at via email at tim@creditrepairoflorida.com. Florida is spelled all the way out, so tim@creditrepairoflorida.com. or they can give me a call at 407-734-FICO, right?
I love it. I love it.
407-734-3426, which obviously spells out FICO on the phone.
That's great.
Letters, right?
So for any of your credit repair or credit issues, needs that you have, reach out to Tim directly. And for any of your real estate questions, you can contact me directly. I'm Evelyn Alisea with eXp Realty, and you can reach me at 407-340-8154. Thanks so much for being with us, Tim. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.